Robert Edwards here from franchise.city, and today we're going to look at hair salon or hair care franchises. And before we start, I just want to clarify that you should keep in mind all franchises in this industry are different. This is just going to be a very general look. So what I'm saying may or may not apply to any extent to the particular franchise that you're looking at. Most of the hair salon franchises are created with the passive investor in mind. So in most situations, you can actually own a salon and keep a job or other business in conjunction with owning your stores. So this is unlike many food service franchises that actually require an owner actively working in their business. So this is a good thing, right? I can just sit back and earn money. Well, not necessarily. One of the reasons that passive ownership can become a disadvantage is if you live in an area that makes it difficult to find and retain good staff. Without a good manager, key holder, and staff to run your store, you can quickly find your location becoming locally unpopular. And with the advent of these review sites like Yelp, Google, Angies List, it's critical to keep customers happy and your online reputation stellar. So the ability to find this good staff is critical. Now, hair salons, typically not huge moneymakers if you only own one location. And for that reason, some hair franchises require a minimum commitment of 3 locations. But remember, this is essentially passive or semi-passive ownership. So these financial returns should really be compared to stocks, bonds, or other types of investments that do not require full-time participation of the owner. Now, as with any other retail type franchises, you're going to be at the mercy of the location of your shop, obviously. So do your homework of how many other competing salons of the same or even different franchises there are nearby, and even take the time to observe the foot traffic during the day. It's not that hard to do. Now, to try and differentiate in the marketplace, several hair franchises have focused on niche markets like kids' haircuts or men's only hair salons. And this can be a way to attract a specific demographic. But remember, that's also going to cut down on your total pool of potential customers that are in your region. Now, there are a few things that we suggest our clients do when they are exploring buying a hair type of franchise. First, check the FDD for failure rates. How many stores have failed, and are these failures mostly found in certain territories? Some franchises really don't do well in certain states, and they do very well in other states. Next up, if the FDD does not indicate an earnings claim in the item 19 of the FDD, call other franchise owners. All their names are listed in that FDD, and ask questions like overall satisfaction, franchisee support, and see if they'll give you any idea of the earnings first year, second year, and on, and you should begin to see a trend. And don't forget to call a few people who have actually left the franchise system and get their opinion. Next, if you haven't heard of a SWOT analysis, now you have. A SWOT should be done really for any business that you intend to open, particularly retail. It stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, and it's these 4 things that you need to explore in your own proposed territory. Pay attention to how much your franchise is charging, then call other salons in the area. How do these prices compete? Remember, higher prices, not necessarily a bad thing, only in economically challenged areas. Then check local review sites. Are the competing franchises filled with bad reviews? Then you might have an opportunity to inherit people looking for a good salon. Also, if the same franchise nearby has good or bad reviews, remember that is going to spill over to you. And here's a very simple to implement trick if you're wondering if it would be hard to find employees in your area. Just place an ad. It takes 5 minutes and it's free to place an ad in Craigslist or Kijiji saying, hey, I'm opening a salon in the city. I'm looking for stylists, managers, whatever you'll need, and the money that you're willing to pay. And the response that you get is likely a reasonable indicator of current labor conditions. So a hair franchise can be a good choice for a passive investor who has the money to open several units. Some of the niche salons can also work for an owner-operator and sometimes provide a higher average income. Franchise.city works with most of the top hair franchises as well as other franchises with passive ownership models, and we can help you identify, research, and compare which one might be the best for you. There's never a charge for our service, and your franchise will never cost you more by using a broker, and we work with over 600 franchise brands. Franchise.city is a better way to buy a franchise. And don't forget to follow us on social media for all the latest news and franchise opportunities. Thanks for watching.